Here's how to get dirt cheap subject to tax lien properties so that you can build residual income through subject twos and utilizing tax liens. This is awesome because you can build your residual income, you can acquire equity in property, and you can find properties dirt cheap. So, as you know, subject to is subject to existing financing. And in the US, every year it's estimated there's around $14 billion in delinquent property taxes that are owed. So there's a lot of delinquencies going on. So here's how you're going to approach it. And what's fun about subject twos is the fact that you can take over property without really going out of pocket a lot of money. In fact, some of you will be able to do a subject two and you won't have to go any money out of your pocket. You'll literally just take over the paper on the property and you could be putting a renter in it. You could be living in it yourself. This stuff happens all the time and there's actually a pretty big movement around it. It's been around for a long time. And right now, there's a lot of properties where you can do it. So with the tax lien side of things, what you're going to want to do is target properties that have a tax lien on them, okay? So here's where this gets fun. Half of the states are lien states, half of the states are deed states. However, every property, regardless, as soon as they go delinquent 1 year on their taxes, what that means is there is a pain point. And that's what we're looking for when it comes to getting a deal, is because we want to deal with somebody who has a motivation to sell. And a tax lien is a very large indication of a motivation to sell. And it could give you an opportunity to scoop up the property dirt cheap, sometimes as much as 80-90% below market value. So when you're doing this, now it's a numbers game, right? Not everybody's going to be open to just signing over their property. A small percentage of them will just hand over their property. And one of the common questions I get is people like, oh, Dustin, why would anybody sell their property for 50, 60, 70, 80, 90% below market value? And my answer to that is like, most people won't. They're going to list with a realtor. However, if you play the numbers game, out of every 100, every 1,000, there's going to be people at the right place at the right time. Maybe they lost their job. Maybe they're moving. Maybe they're getting divorced. Maybe they inherited a property. Maybe there's some medical issues, or maybe they're a hoarder. There is a lot of issues where people want to sell quick. And one of the reasons why they don't sell is because generally these properties need some work. They need fixing up. They need cleaning. And they think to themselves, man, I don't want to take the time to get this thing fixed up or put in the effort. And that's where you come in and service that part of the market.